Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Kevin Fleetcheck here. Thanks for tuning into Digital Marketing U YouTube channel. This is where I show the visual tips and tricks on digital marketing tools like Google Analytics, SEMrush, and other SEO, SERP, and SEM tools for you. So let's jump right in. Today I'm going to talk about Google Analytics 4 and compare that to Universal Analytics. A big thing that people are talking about is, well, um, how do I see my bounce rates that I usually can see within UA, which is what we're looking at here right on the screen right now. It's like, why is bounce rates important for a key metric for a lot of SEO managers and webmasters and people that are optimizing company websites? Um, Bounce rates determine, I guess, the relevancy or the interest or how long a person is staying on the landing page. So if it's a high bounce rates, people are going to the page and just leaving right away. That tells you whether or not the content's engaging, if your message is hitting or missing. So as a as an SEO person, like, we want to keep that number as low as possible. And if it's bouncing high, we have to understand why it's bouncing high. Did we intend the page to be that bouncy, right? To have that high bounce rate. But if you can't see that, how are you supposed to determine like page performance? So in UA, we can see that right away. When you go to acquisitions and then you go to all your traffic source acquisitions and see right here in this behavior column your bounce rates and then your page sessions and then your average sessions durations. But when you go to GA4 and the traffic acquisition, to get to it, it's just under reports and then it's under life cycles here, and then acquisition. It's really condensed down. But when you look at the measurements, what's missing? There is no bounce rates. There is, throw this tab back in here. There is page sessions and average session duration, I think. Or engaged sessions. There is sessions here, but no average session duration. So what if you need to report on that here and Universal Analytics goes away and you're like, what the heck? Well, no worries. I'm going to show you here. In GA4, you can get that information, but you got to go about it in a different way. I don't know why Google has done this, why they have eliminated that ability to see it right away. Maybe it's a different measurement that they're wanting folks to use now, but maybe it's this average engagement time per session that's a little bit more relevant for SEO optimization. But who knows? Your organization may still want to report on bounce rates or use that metric to determine page performance. To get to it, you go to Explore here, and then you build yourself an exploration. I already have one built. I'll walk you through it. But here, I named this exploration acquisitions because that's what I'm gathering is acquisition, traffic acquisition. And each segment, say whether it's direct traffic, organic traffic, email traffic, or whatever source that you're having to drive traffic to your website, you can add that as a segment if you have it tagged properly, right? So this is where you add that piece. You go, it's under templates, and then you do acquisition here. I just use that, and then once you click on that, you can add your different channels or the source medium or the campaign that you have tagged certain URLs to be associated with. Then you name it here. You click it. Like for example, I have email source right here. You just name it here, and then just give it nice little description, or if you can, um, throw it in there. I haven't played around in these other parts here. This is probably one that's gonna probably be doing the same thing that I have built out, this session segment. But let's jump back into this part of the screen. So the variables are set. You add your dimensions, what you want to see, campaign ID. Then you're familiar with this, and this is how I determine like how I start to see relevant content or information that I want to report on. And then your metrics. So this is where you add your bounce rates, your session rates, your average session duration, your engagement rates. You have some of these already pre-built in the reports, but if you're not seeing it, this is where you want to play in the metrics session under the variables column. When you're in there, you got a few more things you can do. So if you're running ads, you can see ad performance here. There probably is a report for the ads, and that gives you high level information. If you want to see like page entrances and exits, where they're coming from and entering, and then where they're leaving, this is where you can do that. You could probably see this part in behavior flows, but we won't jump into that. But when you have your metrics selected that you want to report on, this is, you check mark the boxes, and then you hit import. Once you hit import, they fill here, and then you go over to the tab settings. This is like building out your graph or your bar charts, or how you want to see the visualization of the data. Once you have that data information, once you have that information that you want to see, you start adding things in for your dimensions for the rows. For example, like I want to see performance for page titles. That throws it into different rows here. This is the home page. This is the meet and greets photos page. And then what values do I want to see? This is where the metrics parts come in. This is where you start dropping in, your bounce rates, where you can see that 4.3, 4.2, your average session duration. You may have that, and if you have other excuse me, other metrics you want to measure, you just throw it into the metrics section. Let's see here. There's nothing like I said. This site's pretty basic. We didn't do anything super crazy, but if you had conversions or you had other things going on that you want to measure, this is where you're going to find it in this metrics selection window. If you want to see conversions, say you tagged a certain behavior in on your website to trigger conversion metric, then you would add that in there, and you will see like conversions happening on that page. Excuse me. So if you had a CTA and you tagged it to be a conversion, and they clicked it on this page, you'll see that conversion. So that was a lot of information here. It's pretty simple once you start playing around in GA4 to find the data that you want. I encourage you to go in and play. As you can see, like here, like Google Ads, you'll break it down by campaigns. We don't have any Google Ads running, so it's not going to show anything, obviously. But if you go into reports here, there is, like, where is the ads part of this? How do you find that information? Blah, 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 blah. You're going to have to, probably publisher's ad, I don't know. But we weren't running ads. You'll have to play around in that. I'm going to try to see if I can do a video on another client's GA to show you like what these different sections look like. But in the meantime, if you're looking at traffic source acquisitions, I built this part out for that purpose, so then I can just add the different segments in to show just that channel of traffic. So say if we did have paid ads or Google Analytics ads running, that would be a source, and then you can break it down to see like the landing page where the traffic was driven to, etc. But yeah, like I said, this was very like impromptu, something I wanted to share out. Obviously, I can improve on this on showing you how to get there and what to do. If you have any questions about it, definitely leave it in the comments. Let me know if you want me to dive into certain things, or if you have an idea of like where to find certain information, definitely let me know. I want to learn from you guys, especially the more seasoned people within Google Analytics that have more information than I do. Definitely want to learn from you and help the community leverage Google Analytics better so that they can improve and optimize their website so that they can market their business better. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, whatever it is you do on social media. I'm going to try to get more videos out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.